Lying in Vengeance is the story of a good man with a bad, horrible secret, and a woman who knows his secret and needs a man killed. It's the sequel to Lying in Judgment, my debut novel, which came out in March of 2016, which, like Lying in Vengeance, is set in Portland and is about a man serving on the jury of a murder trial for the crime he committed. The stories are told from the perspective of an everyman, ordinary person serving on a jury. Peter Robertson is a 33-year-old man who served on a jury 2 months before this book begins. On page 1 of this book, he gets a phone call at 3 in the morning from a former fellow juror who has figured out that he knew more about the case than he let on. In fact, she knows he was actually the guilty party. And she lets him know that she's got an agenda. She has a man stalking her and doesn't want him stalking her anymore. He's a bad man and he needs to go. He's been torturing her essentially for the past several years. And she figures that Peter, a person who has killed before, in self-defense in that case, but someone he didn't even know, he'd be perfect for this. A man with a conscience, but also a temper. The history of these books is rather amusing and at least a little bit interesting. Lying in Judgment came about because at a cocktail party some 25 years ago, a friend of mine talked about the experience he had on a jury where he was directed by the judge to disregard key evidence that had been presented at trial. And it gave me the idea, what if you couldn't disregard that evidence because you were the only one that knew it, because you were the person that committed the crime?